this weekend we are headed to the Washington coast, specifically the Ocean Shores area. It is going to be hot all over the state. We're talking breaking record temperatures of 104, 103. The capital of Olympia is supposed to get around 107. So we're going to head out to hopefully where it's going to be cooler by maybe 10 degrees. Still hot, but not as hot. Just got done with breakfast, headed out towards the mountains, if you will. And you can tell by the two vehicles ahead of me, two trailers, I'm not alone in this thought of going cooler weather. Meeting my girlfriend Holly out there when she gets off work. As you can see, of the western Washington mountains, lots of trees, narrow roads. This is actually the coastal range of Washington, which, unlike the coastal range of Oregon, is not very high, and a lot of people consider these to be foothills of the Olympics, which are to the north and the west of where I'm at right now. Those are the Satsuma nuclear power plants. Long story behind those, but in short, they got the cooling towers done, they got a lot of the infrastructure done, but they never went into operation because of a big money fiasco involving lawsuits, all kinds of shady stuff. So we're just entering the town of Aberdeen. It sits on the river as it empties into Grays Harbor. This used to be a big booming logging town back in the 50s, 60s, and through the 70s into the early 80s, and then the lumber industry went belly up, the spotted owl and controversy and everything else. Anyway, so almost to the coast, probably 10 miles inland maybe. View of Grays Harbor. As you can see, the tide is out, way out. The ocean is out that way. But high tide isn't until about 2:30 this afternoon. So now I'm on the road headed towards Ocean Shores. And it's like this, narrow, windy, 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. Takes about 20 minutes from Aberdeen, Hoquiam. So I'm gonna go hit the beach and see if I can stay cool. Currently 77 degrees in Aberdeen and Hoquiam. So I am at Ocean City State Park. Gonna see if I can find a place in the shade to sit for a while. Use the bathroom maybe. We have camped here a few times during the razor clam season. It's a nice little out of the way park, but it does get full. Park has both primitive tent sites, walk-in sites, and full hookup for RVs. for the price, you can't beat it. Here you can see the average size of the sites, non-hookup. So I am at the day use area at Ocean City State Park. I found myself a bench to sit and read a book while I wait for Holly to show up later this afternoon, evening. You can see over there, well, there's the truck. Found a place to park in the shade. I was gonna sit over there, but it's in the sun. So these people came up from the beach, and so I decided to let them have it when I saw this table across the way. So I'm going to sit and read my Tom Clancy novel. You can see there's other people here got the same idea. So I'm going to sit for a little bit, get out of the car after a 3-hour drive. Arrived at the ocean. Excuse the bumpy ride. You can see the place is busy already. There are people camped in the dunes, that's first. But there's going to be a lot of cars parked on the beach. A lot of people coming off the beach. So you can rent horses here. $20 for half an hour, I think it is. You can see the surf out there. Pan over here past the horses. You can look out the beach, down the beach. You do have to watch for traffic, both foot, pedal, and vehicular. The tide, as you can tell, is on its way in. That ground fog that happens at the coast. One of the unique features to Washington beaches is that you can drive on them. They are considered a public highway. Speed limit 25 miles an hour. And don't park out on in the surf because you will get stuck. Kite flying is a popular pastime. Getting passed here by a dune buggy. See it coming up here in a second. It's important to stay out of the soft sand. There goes the dune buggy. Because you will get stuck in the soft sand just as easily as you will in the wet stuff. This guy here is going to get stuck here pretty soon if he doesn't move. In the yellow pickup. Playing it cool sitting there on the back. You will get stuck. See the waves breaking way out. A nice day at the beach. So, walking out to the ocean. Or the surf, I mean. Gonna try not to get wet. can see all this stuff blowing, this kind of a, I'm not sure what it is. It's like a foggy sand or something blowing. You see it a lot on the coast. Bikes, electric bikes, scooters. There's the truck. But you can see the haze along the beach. Oops. Rule number 1: never turn your back to the ocean, or you're gonna get wet. It's a little cool out here, so I put on a lightweight jacket. I can guarantee you this weekend, when the temps get into the hundreds inland, this place is going to be packed. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gotta watch out for those waves. Like every 5th or 6th or 7th one likes to come way up the beach, make you backtrack. You can see visibility is way, maybe 2 miles at the most, at least along the beach. Maybe a little bit more out to the ocean. Guy out there surf fishing. I was gonna bring my gear, decided not to. Like I said, you gotta watch for traffic, because people do stupid things or don't drive in a straight line. I don't know what kind of landscaping this guy's gonna do here. Oh, there's 2 guys out there surf fishing. It can be really good out here. Fall and spring are the better times, but it can be good. I'm gonna pan back around. Here comes the cavalry. All the horse riders. There must be close to 20 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah, about 20, 21. Oops, gotta get out of the way of the horses and the cars. And watch out for the waves. I think I got myself boxed in here. As long as this truck hurries up, we'll be okay. Everybody wave! Everybody wave! Like being at the 4th of July parade. Yeah, even the little ones are riding too. That looks kind of fun, huh? See, 20 bucks for half an hour by 21, that's a lot of money. You look way off in the distance, you can see the Olympic Mountains. And if you look over here, Mount Rainier. So I took a little detour to the Grays Harbor National Wildlife Refuge. I've never been here before. I always drive past it on the way to razor clamming. I see seagulls, but I thought I'd stop by. I still got about an hour to kill before I go meet Holly and figure out what we're going to do for either a late lunch or an early dinner or something. But so yeah, I'm gonna take a look around, see what's here, and go from there. So I'm getting ready to enter the Wildlife Reserve. Take a quick gander over here. This is the end of Grace Harbor. I came in on the road over there. And the welcoming sign. Over here is the airport. Small little planes only, from the looks of it. Let's see what this tells us. Species: black-tailed plover, plovers, sandpipers, all kinds of birds that have been seen. Huh, interesting. I think I'll go ahead and steal one of these maps. Try not to get run over there. So, yeah, I guess we'll go this way, huh? Okay, so it looks like I made it to the start of the trail, Sandpiper Trail. The book says that it's like a round trip from the parking lot out here and back is right around 2 miles. Nice little boardwalk area. Be good during the rainy season when it keeps you dry. It's quiet out here. There's nobody else out here but me. I saw one guy somebody coming up behind me anyway, on the pavement part. So after about 100 yards, 150 yard walk on the boardwalk, I have come to the first lookout point. A little sign to tell you what you can see. Of course, I left my binoculars in the car, but that's okay. Looking out over the bay. This morning that was all mud flats because the tide was out. See what this sign over here says. Willow thickets are a magnet for migrants. Different kinds of birds. The second viewpoint, pretty much the same view as the first one. Probably see more birds when at low tide. So over there you can see where the boardwalk goes out to the point. That big slide over there looks like. I've always wondered what was out here. Said for like 40 some odd years I've been driving by this place but never stopping. But I have some time to kill, so I figured why not. Nice thing about this boardwalk is there's shade, because otherwise it would be out in the sun the whole time. And even though there's a breeze, it's still kind of hot. So over here on the left side, I don't know if you can see the lights, the runway lights for the airport. So there's nothing to be seen on the left. Everything in the bay is on the right. Okay, question is right or left? Right or left? I think I'll go left and go around. I think this goes in a circle. We'll find out here. This is definitely going to open up to the bay more. Oh yeah, you can see the whole scope of the thing. These tall grasses here. This is that walkway I showed you from the other viewpoint over there. So if you look off in the distance, just to the right of that building with the white roof, you can see Mount Rainier off in the distance. Probably a good 100 miles away or more. I came from over there, along through the trees over there, and I'm gonna work my way around the point. So look what I found. They put in spotting scopes to look out when the tide's out, I guess. Even has sights on it, and it doesn't cost anything. That's kind of nice. Yep, nothing but seagulls over there on the log, in the water. So out that way off in the distance on that peninsula, is Ocean Shores. Again, this is Grace Harbor, what you can see of it anyway. It's pretty good sized bay. Ocean ships come in here into Aberdeen and Hoquiam. But anyway, it's a nice day for a walk. Just heard from Holly. She's about 30 minutes away, so I'm going to start heading back and wait for her over at the rendezvous point. Looks like I found a more open view, sort of. All the tall grasses and bushes makes it kind of hard to see around the point. But maybe if I jump up on this bench here, there you go, looking out towards the ocean that way. Not a bad view. Alright, back to the shade. On my way back to the car. It's kind of nice out here. Very quiet, very peaceful. It's nice and shaded. You can hear the birds every once in a while. Butterfly. Not a lot of shorebirds because they've already passed through. The brochure says springtime and fall time, when they're passing through, is the time to be out here. So maybe I'll have to do that. Is blowing in the breeze. Okay, so continuing on from my trip yesterday, met up with Holly, and we decided today, instead of going north to Ocean Shores, where we've been several times now, we decided to head south to Tokeland in the Twin Harbors beach area, from Westport down to Ledbetter Point, which is about a 15-mile stretch. But we're doing breakfast today. We're going to have what do you call this? A camp hash?
Yeah.
Yeah, so potatoes, red and yellow peppers. We got the Spam, but we decided not to bother with it today. That's for another time. Miss Victoria over there having a drink, because it's a lot cooler here than it is in town, let me tell you. So we're going to do basically breakfast tacos. Got the little street taco tortillas there. This is our setup. Cooking on the Camp Chef Ranger 2. And boy, let me tell you, I wish you could smell this. It smells heavenly. Right?
Yes, it smells really, really good. I'm famished.
Anyway, this is our setup, the truck. So we're basically tailgating it for breakfast. And probably lunch too, because we brought hot dogs to do. Right?
Yeah.
So.
And we can have picnic tables maybe for supper, because they might be in the shade.
Might be in the shade by then, yeah. So anyway, we're cooking up breakfast. It smells good. It's going to be delicious. We're going to throw some eggs in there to also cook with it. And feast like kings and queens, right?
Yes.
All right, breakfast is almost done. We've added the eggs, the red and yellow peppers, seasoning, and we just need to heat up the tortillas, and we should be good to go. You hungry over there?
Yeah. Can you tell?
I can tell. I'm starving. Okay, breakfast is done.
And Holly's being a pig.
Holly's being the guinea pig.
Oh, you say that so much more nicely.
You can add more to your plate too, and just.
This is true, and use a fork.
Yep. Yeah.
That's an excellent idea. Or wait for another tortilla.
Okay,
It smells
so
like teenage sugar.
I was just getting ready to turn. I was just getting ready to say I need to turn the tortillas. Ooh, yeah, that one's. You want that one?
I'm perfect right now. Yeah.
Then I will.
I'm perfect.
You really want me to comment on that?
No. Not after this morning, I don't.
Okay. Well, breakfast is over. We've cleaned up our makeshift campsite. Things are stored away in the back of the truck, as you can see. And Holly took Victoria for a short walk to do her business. They'll be back shortly. We're gonna venture down to the beach, I think, and let the wind cool us off. It's a nice cool breeze blowing out. So Miss Holly's collecting rocks for her garden, or
Maybe for my neighbor's pond. Maybe for
jewelry?
jewelry, maybe, yeah. Don't step, I have to turn this over. Not quite, I thought it was good.
Oh, he's a pretty dog.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Come here.
That's a pretty dog. He's not going to be after he gets wet, but
What's that?
that's a pretty dog, but he's not going to be after he gets wet.
And it's going to smell on the way home.
Oh, she's all wet.
Now we're going to smell.
She's like, but it feels so good, Mom.
Yeah, she's just not much of a water dog.
I wonder what those towers are over there.
What's that?
Those towers.
Oh,
Probably marking the way to the beach.
probably warns of riptides and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good rock ground.
So this is the beach at just south of Westport, Washington. On the other side of the highway is Twin Harbor State Park. So this beach continues down for about 15 miles or so. So you get down to Willapa Bay, and then it heads inland, and then goes back to Long Beach. But you can see everybody had the same idea to get away from the heat. So how hot is it? Even the people are turning into sea lions. Enjoying the sun and the surf. Surfing has become more and more popular on the west coast, the northern west coast. Oregon more so than in Washington, but you'll see it here. Oh, this guy might have some fish on.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So you got one on?
Oh, that's good.
Looks like he does.
That's awesome. Yeah. So is that your down there?
Did you get him? I caught your reaction out of the corner of my eye. Oh, there he is.
I think the rock
No?
just fell over.
No. I think you have to throw those back.
Yeah. We'll toss those ones back out there.
Yeah. What are you saying, sandworms?
What's that?
Berkeley sandworms?
Yeah, just the extruded bloodworms,
Yeah.
you know? Catching them surf perch. There's a couple out there, but not yet today.
Yeah. Comes and goes.
Yeah, exactly. No good to be out here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in the Caribbean and in Greece and, you know, there's the Mediterranean color of the water. It has a little hole.
Nice. Yep. The waves are a little higher here. Water's a little greener. You can tell the beach slopes off a lot steeper here than where we were at. Well, guess what? We're back. So to finish up our meals for the day, we're doing hot dogs. Simple, easy, with oranges and green and yellow pepper, or green and red pepper, or red and yellow pepper slices,
Orange.
and whatever else we have. The girl is chilling in the shade. Say hi. It's like whatever. But anyway, we are going to eat because we haven't eaten since this morning. After a long walk on the beach, we are at the Westport Light State Park. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in the day use area. Make use of the picnic facilities. As you can see, there are several tables and stuff.
Got the best shade.
Yeah, we have shade. So we're gonna watch these hot dogs burn, and I'll get back to you in a bit. So the feast is laid, and she's putting some yucky stuff on her hot dogs.
Yum.
No quicker way to ruin a hot dog, but that's okay. Oranges, red and yellow peppers, or yellow peppers it looks like.
Yellow.
Hot dogs, and peanut butter cups for dessert. So we're gonna eat, and we'll get back to you soon. What's that word I'm looking for? Bon appetit.